AITA for telling my stepdaughter's bio dad this is why I am her real dad? I am 39, have known my wife for 10 years now, married for 7. When I met her she had a 3-year-old daughter, now 13. I always made it a point to treat her as I would my own kid and we became close pretty quickly. When she was around 4 she even started calling me daddy. Her biological dad comes in and out of my stepdaughter's life. She calls us both dad but she usually around home with my wife and I refers to him as his first name. Well, last night she was visiting with her bio dad when I got a text from my stepdaughter wondering if I could pick her up. Well, I got there she was sitting outside with her bio dad holding her arm. She came over to my car and told me she was messing around with a skateboard and fell on her arm. Her arm was bruised, swollen, and hard for her to move. I asked her bio dad why didn't he call my wife. He said I don't think it's that bad, she's just being dramatic. My stepdaughter just looked at me and said, Dad, can we just please go, I'm in a lot of pain. As she was getting in the car I told her bio dad, see, this is why I'm her real dad, not you. I actually care for her and her well-being. Later that night my wife got an angry text from bio dad calling me an and my wife kinda agrees that I was being a jerk at that moment. Daughter actually did break her arm but her bio dad wasn't going to do anything about it. I'm the one who was in the ER with her until 1 a.m. Also, I would like to add I don't call her my stepdaughter, instead I call her my daughter just for the sake of the post. I figured it would be easier. Edits. Comment, I get the impulse, but you didn't add anything positive to the interaction here. Especially not cool to do where your kid could possibly hear. She doesn't need to be subjected to y'all's conflict or to be told her father doesn't care about her. Remark, I'm sorry but he clearly doesn't with the fact he broke her arm and didn't even attempt to take her to the when she w in a lot of pain with a bruise and swollen arm. I will never say that to her, she can figure that out on her arm, but it's clear he doesn't at least enough to put her best interest first. Comment, she broke her arm and your wife still thinks you the jerk? For real? Response, she thinks how I was responded I was being a jerk. She's also mad at daughter's bio dad for not taking her injury and pain seriously.